Chat, welcome. You're here. Born Evil Studios, bornevillstudios.com. We're just trying to jump into the mix with more people. And, I fuck around with the fuck around. I've been hearing about great music. And so I just try to dig in a little deeper on this stuff. And here we are. So welcome again. Peep us on all outlets, Born Evil Studios. Join the Discord, man. We be in here making music. And it's really a community. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. And music is really about community. So come fuck with us. Links are in the bio. All righty. So I know who you are, but let the
Hello.
people know who you are that don't know yet.
Hey guys, I'm Keyawna Nikole, and I make super emo alternative rock music.
Bless your heart.
I do.
Where are you originally from?
I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Well, I'm from like Beaver County, which is so it's like 20, 30 minutes outside of Pittsburgh, but no one ever knows where that is.
That's
So
fair.
we
Okay,
just say
Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh.
And then what brought you out to LA? Music?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
All right.
just that's what I wanted to do.
How,
I woke
how
up 18 and came here.
Okay. All right. And then how long have you been out there? I don't know how old you are actually. I never checked.
I'm 26, so I've
Okay.
been here for like 8 years.
Okay, all right, that's cool. You're LA native now at this point too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
been
yeah.
here for a
I
minute.
always say you're from somewhere where you graduate high school, and then you're also from somewhere where you live. Like you. I was in SAC for
Exactly.
7 years. I consider myself from SAC too. I really enjoy. It's just a part of who I am. So,
Exactly.
um, okay. So, how did you get into music? What got you into music?
I've been like making music all of my life. So I started like going to a performing arts school when I was in high school. I was like a musical theater major. Like I've always wanted to make music, but then when I was in college, my freshman year, I just woke up and I was like, this is not what I want to do. I want to be a musician and I can't do that in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So I just came here immediately, drove
Okay.
myself here and was like, this is what I'm going to do.
Okay, I like that. That's what it's about, really. I mean, at the end of the day, some people don't have the heart to run and gun, and having to move away from where you're from and move somewhere like LA, especially, is for a different type of breed of people. It definitely was probably a shell shock and change. Also, no more snow, probably a lot nicer.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, that's like the best part.
Okay.
Honestly, I fucking hate snow.
I'm not mad at it. I'm still not getting used to it, but it's definitely not California. So it's.
Well,
Um,
in Pennsylvania, we get snowed in our cribs. You get snowed
Damn.
in.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're locked down for days, huh? That's crazy. Okay, all right. So, you have a new single, Bleed, featuring Lil Wayne. Tell
I
me
do.
about that. How was that? And how did that lead up to
That shit,
everything?
that shit was absolutely insane. Like, the record's crazy. I couldn't believe that he even liked my record to want to do that.
That's
That was
crazy.
just like out of a straight, genuine friendship. Like, insane. Like, never in a million years would that have been on my bingo card for 2025. Like, what the fuck? But no, he just reached out to me on Instagram. And then
Wow.
within like 48 hours, we were working on music together. It was a whirlwind.
That's
And then for the
so
past
crazy it happened that fast.
no, like crazy. Like same day I got the message, met this person. Like insane.
Okay. All right. I like it. I like it. And then when you met him in person, how was that when you met him in person? Obviously, it was probably different,
Oh
and
no,
like, because it's Lil Wayne, obviously.
right. I was just so nervous, but like genuinely, it was cool because we just started having a conversation about like subgenres and alternative music, and it was like he was genuinely interested in what I was doing, like musically.
Yeah.
So it was really cool. It was just an easy like interaction. Afterwards, though, I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" Like, and I really genuinely thought that would be it. I thought like, oh, I sent him some songs. He'll listen to him. He probably would never do them. Because he asked before we had left, and I was like, okay. And I sent him some shit, and before I even like got out of the neighborhood, he texted me and was like, "Yo, these are fire," and I was like, "What the?"
Oh God. What the fuck, right?
Yeah, dude. And it's been cool as fuck, like going cool places. The other day on my release day, we had like a call to the house meeting, and I got
Okay.
my Young Money
I was
chain.
just gonna ask about that. Tell us about the chain. Let's go.
Bro, I was so excited. I didn't even know it was gonna happen because, like, bro, what? And we were just at the crib, and he was congratulating the releases that he's had this week. He's had a couple releases that are really dope, and it was my release day. And out of nowhere, like we were shooting promo for like the release of Bleed. And out of nowhere, he just like walks out of the room and comes back with a box, and he's like, "This is real." And I was like, "Wait, what the
Oh
fuck?"
my
Like
god. What the
I opened it, and I was like, "No way!" And it's just like this nice ass bust down Young
come
Money chain. I was
on.
like, what? It was awesome. It was so awesome.
Well deserved at the end of the day. I think when you make good music and you work hard and you have a hard work ethic, I know that you definitely are a 24-hour person on that type of shit. If it's
Oh
time to
yeah,
go, you're ready to grind, you know?
always, all around the clock, every day.
Um, yeah, I mean, that's just so crazy. Okay, so tell us about the video because I was just talking with a couple of my friends because I was showing
Mm,
it to them. It's just incredible, first and foremost. Even the promo
thank
clips
you.
are fucking amazing. Like,
Thank you.
yeah, so I mean, tell us
I
about who directed it and how that all went. Having Lil Wayne there for the video too, you know.
Okay, so my directors are actually the same directors I've used for my other two, maybe last two videos. But when I did my song with Kellen Quinn from Sleeping with Sirens, I used them. And my vision, I always like bring like a scary movie to life for my videos. It's kind of
Yeah.
my thing. So the last video I done with them was The Ring. And it was my
Fire.
first time working with them. And I was just, testing them out for real. And it went so good. And I was like, you brought my vision to life. So when I had this project, I actually went through like the craziest experience. Like I was nervous to use these like independent guys. So I
Yeah.
went and got this crazy team, right? And we had a shoot in February for this video in February.
Okay.
And that team did not measure the gate for the trailers to come through of my location.
Oh my
And they
god.
told me they did. And so the day of the video we're shooting, they can't get Wayne's trailers up. And we had to
Oh
reschedule.
my
So I
god.
lost it. I lost it. I had to like reschedule my release date, re-talk to his label, do this like, oh my
All
God,
this
I lost it.
movement at that point.
It was 2 months of just like me crying myself to sleep, thinking I was never gonna get to shoot this video. So I was like, forget it, I'll never use some big Hollywood team again. Like, you guys fucked up. Like, I'll never do this again. I'm going back to my original people, my two guys, Red Fox Productions, Park and Ray, who are the most crazy visionaries that
Yeah.
just need a shot. Like, need a one good big shot. And I was like, you should always stick with your team that you trust. Never go for these like big time Hollywood people because they will mess up your video shoot. So yeah, it was crazy. So I ended up working with Park and Ray again. I called them like in tears, like I had to reschedule this video. Can you help me make it come to life?
Yeah.
And I had put my like whole vision into the last one. So I completely changed it, like completely different because we went off of a location that Wayne's team had already used and approved of.
Yeah.
So now my entire vision changes. We went from a haunted mansion to like a white room.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So I was like, all right, so we're gonna roll with the punches. We're gonna do what we have to do. And Red Fox Productions exceeded the expectation of my vision. Like, it was like a Severance type of vibe, like I was going
It was
for, like
so
a
sick.
Venom vibe, like
Yeah.
a Alien versus Predator vibe. Like, I don't even know. It's crazy. It was like punk rock, Matrix meets Severance meets Alien
It's
versus
so
Predator meets
fire though. That's
Venom.
what makes it unique, right? And I think that's like the big
Yes,
argument is you see that and it's like, you know, I just remember back in the days watching like when we watched MTV when we were younger, it was a totally different
yes,
vibe,
that's what
right?
we're going
So that's
for.
how it felt to me. I was like, fuck, this shit is sick. Hold on.
I wanted everyone to feel like you were waking up for school, about to catch the bus, watching
Come
MTV Jams real
on.
quick, getting that little Young Money fill in because it was always like the Drake, the Nickies, the Waynes. Always when I'd wake up like 6:50 in the morning
Yeah.
watching MTV Jams, trying to sneak my little blunt out the window
Come
once I
on
hit high
now.
school.
Okay, okay. I love that that is so crazy. Okay, so all this has happened now. What's next for
Yes.
you? What projects are you looking for you? Just out there with you, you know, what are you looking forward to now at this point?
I'm about to drop. I have more singles coming, like a bunch. I have a full album like ready to debut, but
Okay.
I have more singles coming. I'm really looking forward to all these shows coming up. I'm doing a big LA show in September, I know of, and then we're getting booked for other shows as we speak. I'm just honestly just really excited for the fact that this audience has really come from this record because I've worked for years and now it's
Yeah.
finally people are discovering records that I loved and thought would be huge and are discovering my old stuff. So it's
That's fire.
crazy. I'm just excited to see what happens with these like shows. I'm starting to get booked. I have an agent now. Like life is crazy. Life is really crazy. So I'm just really ready to drop my album and just everyone hear it, honestly.
Yeah, it's got to be just one of those things where you're just like, especially when you have old classic songs that you generally loved, and you're like, man, I know one day someone's gonna hear this and go, what the fuck? She was really onto something, like, and that was
Dude,
that was years ago, you know.
yeah, and like, dude, I'm independent as fuck. Like, I mean, I have a great management. I'm not gonna lie, and I got an agent. I did the legwork for fucking 7 years before anybody at a Lil Wayne capacity. Well, Pierce the Veil, Sleeping with Sirens, Lil Wayne. Those are the three people that have discovered me and pushed me and helped me in this industry. And
Yeah,
that was 7 years of legwork before I even in a new state with no family, half of it living in a car, all of that work led up to the Wayne thing. So
let's go.
it's really like a testament of never give up on what you're doing because if you would have told me 5 years ago this would have happened, I'd be like, you're bullshitting me. Like the no way. It wouldn't
Yeah.
have made sense. It's
So,
crazy.
yeah, I don't, I never think about it too, about like all the stuff even I've been through on that end, so it's like the same thing. We go through these certain struggles that a lot of stuff gets unseen until we're actually like it's active, and we're like, oh fuck, I went through all this and here I am. I'm finally at this new plateau of life, and it's the next chapter, where, like for you, for instance, you can just grow from all the stuff you learned and all the pain you've been through, and then now you have all this extra positivity. Having all these great people in your corner is just really a positive factor. But the fact that you're able to stay in the mindset that you're not done, if the work is
No,
never
not at all.
done,
This is a
right?
stepping stone. This is every single thing is a stepping stone. I know where I want to go. I know how I want my career to be. And that has nothing to do with who's featured on a song or who, you
Agreed.
know what I mean? This has to do with the audience perceiving me as an artist and
Amen.
wanting to
Yeah.
see me. This is an amazing opportunity that I am forever grateful for, and I will forever
But your
thank
music
Lil
is
Wayne.
good by itself.
But it's a standalone record, and
There
it's
you
always
go.
been
There you
all of
go.
it. My albums are standalone projects. I didn't never expected this to happen. It wasn't
Yeah.
like I made this record and was like, I'm gonna go get Lil Wayne on it, and it wasn't like an. I get the because of recently with like all the features and stuff I've been posting. I've been getting the industry plant comment a lot, and if only these, bro, if only y'all knew. I live in an apartment. What kind of industry plant shit is that? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's I worked my ass off, and I have a great team. I have an amazing management. Shout out Rob Cavallo. Shout out Rooster. Shout out Live Nation. Shout out CAA. Like, we've got a great thing going, but that I don't have a major label that's pushing me. You know what I mean? I don't have a machine behind me. I have an audience I've built for almost 10 years, but like a
Yeah.
good 7 8 years that I built by myself. I moved to LA with 300 followers on Instagram,
Let's go.
and now we're over a quarter milli on all platforms, and that's pretty
Let's
fucking
go.
dope.
Talk that shit. Talk that shit
Thank you.
right now. That's Hey, okay. So I only have two more questions.
Okay,
For other young women out there trying to achieve their dreams. Doesn't even have to be music. What do you have to tell them?
do that shit. Don't let everybody tell you you can't because you know how good it feels to show them that you can. It's like the best feeling in the
Mm.
world. Do you know how many DMs I've sent to people that told me I would never make it out here? You know how many videos I've sent? Like, if that shit feels good, the best revenge is success in
Yeah.
every aspect. Every aspect. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to feel malicious. Just win. Just win and be dedicated to what you're doing. And even when you want to quit, don't quit, because as a girl, they're expecting you to quit every time. And they're going to try you 1,000 times harder, but you can cry in your room like I do at night by yourself
Yeah.
and then go shit on every single person that told you you can't do it.
Talk that
That's my
shit.
advice to all women.
I needed you to get that out there. I had to make sure and ask that question. I think it's very important we spread that awareness that everybody, including women, should be out there chasing their dreams and not being pushed back or feel regulated on anything. Last question,
Yeah, no.
because I feel like I kind of know the answer, but I'm gonna ask everybody this: what does music mean to you?
Music is like my entire cycle of existence. If I didn't make music, I wouldn't be here anymore. I would have no purpose. I would feel so empty. And I've had times in my life before I like discovered this is what I wanted to do professionally, where I was stuck in that feeling. And then the
Yeah,
moment I started making music, especially at this capacity now, it gave me a reason to live. Music is completely the only thing that has healed any sort of mental illness, depression, stuff like that. Like, do I still deal with it? Obviously, it doesn't just go away when you put on some freaking Michael Jackson. But, that is a healing frequency, and those are healing frequencies. And that's what I want to give to the world because that's what I use. That's my
yeah,
means of survival is music.
I love it.
Without it, I would be nothing.
Amen. Hey, I feel the same way, and that's why I wanted to get your opinion on it because I think it's again important for somebody that's successful and still grinding to share those guidance. I think even for younger artists and people that are joining in, they need to understand that the path is never done. It's never over for anyone. You can still chase whatever you want in life. So I appreciate you so much for doing
Thank
this,
you.
and I am
Of course, thank you for doing this.
no, I really appreciate it, and it's like I said, you're such a talented artist, and you deserve the utmost respect and love in the world. And I know that you're gonna go far. You're gonna be a legend. You feel me?
Thank you.
I appreciate you. We're
Well,
gonna see you
Brent,
soon.
you'll be at all the shows.
You know the vibes. We're gonna be out there. You know it.
All right,
All
later,
right,
guys. Thank
peace, y'all.
you.
Thank you.